Turn the speaker.
Hello, everybody. And this is Rob Johnson with the Spotlight Media Network, coming to you from the Thomas Dental Studios at the 2024 Louisville Constitution Rotary Grand Parade. Again, I'm Rob Johnson. We're here getting set to start off here in about 9 minutes, we should see. I'm joined on the mic today by Jim Dutter, also a member of the Rotary. How you doing, Jim?
Hey, it's been a beautiful day for a parade, huh?
It sure is. It's gorgeous. It's hot.
Yeah, nice and hot. Hope the walkers make it through.
Yeah. The Jim was down setting things up a little bit ago, and he said, man, oh, man, there's a hot one down there.
Yeah, on that parking lot. It was warm.
So
But everybody's excited to be in the parade.
Oh, yeah. I had my experience way back in the day, a couple different ways to do it. I was did it with Little Leopards, did it with sports, did it with the band. I've been in the parade, I don't know how many times, but a few different times. But
Now you get to announce it.
I get to announce it. This is my third or fourth year doing it, so I love doing it. I love being out here, and so as you can see down the street, we've got a lot of people lined up down that street as they're waiting for things to happen.
Yeah, Nickel Plate's fairly packed too, all the way out there.
So yeah, Jim got a nice ride down the road with Brock from the Louisville Library, and he gave him a ride, and that's a pretty nice buggy he's got there.
It is. Yeah, he uses this to cart himself around Lake Mohawk.
Well, nothing wrong with that. So, well, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to hit the commercials, pay our bills, and we'll be right back after this. This is the Spotlight Media Network.
Hello everyone, I'm Tegan Evans. As many of you know, when the Louisville Herald moved on into retirement, the city of Louisville, Nimishillen Township, and all of its community members were left with a void. The community lost its ability to hear about local events, news, information, sports, and community projects. We lost the ability to come together for Louisville's betterment. Well, we have a solution for you, Spotlight Media Network. Spotlight Media Network is a place anyone can go, whether it be social media, YouTube, or our website, that will display information in different formats to show the best Louisville has to offer. One last thing, if you have something newsworthy or something you would like the community of Louisville to hear about, send us an email at spotlightlouisville1@gmail.com. So if you want to see what is happening in Louisville or the best Louisville has to offer, check out Spotlight Media Network, where we know Louisville is #1.
And we're back here at the Spotlight Media Network, Thomas Dental Studios. Rob Johnson, Jim Dutter from downtown Louisville as we prepare for the Louisville 2024 Constitution Parade. I always love the anticipation, waiting for the big siren that'll kick off the parade.
Yeah, there's 89 units this year.
That's a big event.
Yeah, one of the largest parades around anymore.
So how many total units do we have this year?
89.
89, wow. I guess you just said
Well,
that.
if everybody shows up, there'll be 89 years.
All right. I meant to ask, how many years is this been the parade?
Well, that's a great question. I know I've been here over 40 years, and
Yeah, it's been
it
going
was
on as long
than
as
that.
yeah,
longer
as
than
long as-
that. I'll have to ask somebody in the know, like Joyce or Pat Fella.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I meant to ask that last night, and I totally forgot. You know, I've been going a million miles an hour doing different events, and got sidetracked. But we know it's a lot of years that it's been happening. As
I think 1972 was when the town got its designation as a Constitution town.
Okay,
So it
well,
was probably about this, within that range of time there, within a year or two to that.
so it's 50 plus years, I would assume.
Yeah.
So wow, it's really getting packed out there, folks. As you can see down Main Street there, they're really starting to show up. So if you're not here and you're going to try to get a spot, you better get down here while you still can.
Yeah, the parade's going to kick off here in about 5 minutes.
Over at the alley, bakery, she's out there giving away free trials or free treats.
You didn't tell me.
I just found out about it. In fact, I was hoping maybe somebody would bring us a free treat.
Yeah.
We like
We-
free treats.
We could announce how good it is on the air.
I see folks out in front of us have free treats. So, as we wait for the event to start here, so tell you what, it's a little shadier on the other side of the street. I noticed thus the chairs were lining up a little quicker over there, but
Yeah, and in the early morning, it's chilly over on that side, and it's nice on this side.
yeah.
I could remember playing in music in the farmers market when it used to be uptown, and in the early morning, if you were on that side of the street, you would be actually frigid in the fall.
Yeah,
On this side, it was nice. The sun was hitting. It's beautiful.
yeah, it's amazing how just being on one side of the street is a huge difference. But yeah, I love my little slice of heaven here. We'll take it. I like warm. I'm not a cold person, so I'm good with that. I just realized that we got to shut the music off on the street here in a minute.
Yeah.
I got to get on and do that real quick, so bear with us, folks. We don't want to interrupt the parade.
So, heartbreaker there Friday night
With the Leopards, yeah.
over to Hoover Stadium. It's a real tough game.
I'll tell you what, though. My good friend Colton Jones came over and helped Mac Aljansic call the game the other night, and he did a great job.
Oh, I bet. I just ran into Mac the other day for the first time in decades.
Yeah, it was funny. In fact, Mac joked. He said, what's the contract on Frank Grimm? I said, well, I don't know about all that, but I said,
Yeah, it was. In fact, we were over at the Flag Barn. He brought in a bunch of middle school, 8th grade students to learn how to put flags together and learn all about the flag program. And I hadn't seen him in decades. And, so it was good to see him.
so it's just hit the 2 o'clock hour. I'm waiting to hear that emergency siren.
Well, I imagine it's going to start off here any minute. They take off from down there where the middle school entrance is on South Chapel. There it goes.
And there we have it, folks. And that's always the definite announcement. And look at this.
Somebody must have heard us.
As they brought us snacks.
Thank
we
you.
got snacks. The Alley Cafe hooking us up over here. We love it. Thank you, folks. You got to definitely come down and check them out. Man, this stuff looks good. Wow.
Yeah, nice.
We're going to be snacking it up here in a little bit. Although we're going to enjoy the parade first, or however we can do it. But not long now, folks. Well, as we look down Main Street, it's definitely packed now.
I just want to say a couple things. That Andy Trowski, police chief and city manager, will be leading off the parade, right?
Yes.
With the police department. And this is now known as the Rotary Constitution Parade.
Right.
A few years back, the Rotary took over responsibility of running the parade, and it's a pleasure to being part of the Rotary. It's a pleasure to be able to do that.
Well, the biggest thing is, without the Rotary, I don't know if this parade happens, if you know what I mean.
Well, that's what I've heard, yeah.
I mean, they do so much. I mean, obviously, you were down there earlier. They're staging everything up and so forth. I mean, it's just one of those things that they, I can't put into words how they just make things happen around this community. And, I mean.
Well, as you know, we have about 3 more days of a special auction for the naming rights to the amphitheater project that we're trying to finish at Metzger Park. 25 years ago, Cynthia Kirshner and Greg DiNarda were part of leadership Stark County, and they one of the project they came up with, as one of their assignments, was to put an amphitheater in. Well, they got the base in, the concrete base, and it's been there for 25 years. And now the Rotary is trying to finish the project with a lid over it.
Well, that'll be so nice for
Yeah.
all kinds of events, not just concerts. You can have plays down there. There's so much you can do down there.
The Louisville Community Parade, the YMCA could have Zumba classes over there right across the street,
Right.
or whatever kind of exercise class. The library is going to be right there, so within walking distance. So it's kids could come up there for story hour. The high school, the junior high school, can use it.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's such a great idea, such a phenomenal idea to cover it up. Obviously on hot days it'll help keep the sun off whoever's in there performing or doing whatever they're doing. Or
the weather.
Or the weather. Hopefully we don't run into that. Like we've been pretty fortunate, like with Second Friday.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's been great. Boy, last Second Friday was probably the biggest crowd we've had yet.
I agree with that. I think, unfortunately, I was bouncing back and forth between that and the stadium, as Second Fridays and Leopard football make it a challenge. But I love every second of it. But I even put the video up as I had my number one team member, my daughter, down here helping me out, and she sent over the feed. And it was so great seeing just this place just absolutely packed.
Yeah, it was packed, and the band was phenomenal.
Yeah, New Wave Nation does a great job, I do have to say. I don't think they put out a bad show at all.
They really got, they've been doing it, if I remember the dates right, and don't quote me on it, but I think he told me the very first gig they had was in 1987.
Wow.
At the Carriage House in Harrisburg.
Okay.
That was their first show. I might have the year wrong, but it's been a long time.
Oh.
And so they're well experienced.
Well, and they had a lot of great bands over there too at the Carriage House.
Yeah. And next in October we got Time Machine coming in, which will play all popular tunes.
Yeah, I had an opportunity. I was doing a little scouting because I started to get ready to promote and I was putting some stuff out for Second Fridays. But I was checking it out, watching some of the videos, and if you haven't seen it, definitely go over to YouTube and check them out. They're pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited to see them this next upcoming Second Friday. I truly think that you'll enjoy this band. In fact, you've done a great job. I have to commend you. Nice selection of bands this year, good balance.
Yeah, we got, and actually 2025 is already booked for the May through October, and we got a great lineup coming. In fact, I actually booked one band for 2026 already. Escape, the Journey tribute band, touched base with me and said, "Hey, you got an opening? You want us next year?" And I said, "Geez, thanks for checking in, but how about 2026?" So I already booked them for 2026.
That's awesome. I'm excited because they are really good.
They got a good show. The amazing thing about them is the original Journey band's been around 50 years. They've been doing their shtick for 30.
Wow.
So
yeah,
they really got it down.
Yeah, I mean, it's the thing people don't understand is a tribute band. You don't just walk out and just do it.
Nope.
You've got to really set it up and really know how that band performs, the little things, even just the way they perform physically.
Right, the lead singer who plays Steve Perry, I mean, he had everything down from what he does with his hands and his arms, and I mean, he had it all down. Looked just like him. It was great. But anyway, back to the parade. Once everybody gets here, when the parade starts rolling, it's going to start going pretty quick. So I want to bring up a few things. Ted Rhodes is the Grand Marshal this year.
Yeah.
And wow, talk about an honor. That guy's been a pillar of this community for. I think probably everybody in this community has probably bought a car down there at one time or another.
Oh, for sure. I know my folks have. I have as well. In fact, Ted's a great supporter of Spotlight Media Network.
Yeah, that's right.
And in case you don't know, his wife Lynn, which you'd have to be living under a rock if you went to Louisville High School.
Right.
You know who Lynn Rhodes is, formerly Lynn Stover.
Yep.
Speech and debate teacher for many, many, many years over there.
And a great one.
Oh, she was. I have to admit that was one of my favorite classes. We had so many fun. Her and I think it would be right up there with Madam Thorley.
And then we can talk about who's going to be one of the first units is Dr. Greg Anderson.
Yes.
He is the Rotarian Citizen of the Year, and Greg has been a Rotary member for 21 years. He's a member of the board of directors for over 20 years of the YMCA. He's also the YMCA Stark County Finance Committee chair for 7 years. Louisville City campaigns, he's run 4 successful levy programs and 8 other ones. He's also the chairman of the board of the Louisville Parks Committee. He's a volunteer and donor at the Umbrella Alley, and also Louisville Community Foundation Scholarship Committee member.
Wow.
His previous services, he's been a library board director. He's also a community business advisory board previously. He's a graduate of Montana State University, and he's in the Athletic Hall of Fame.
Really? That's
Greg,
something I knew he went to Montana State, but I didn't know he was in the Athletic Hall of Fame. That's
right,
really awesome.
And Greg was actually in the Olympics, on the Olympics team that won all the gold medals way back in I think in the 80s, something like that. Yeah.
Wow. Little things you don't know.
Yeah. He was quite a gymnast.
Well, and I'll tell you what, Greg was actually the gentleman that inducted me into the Louisville Rotary.
Yeah, that's one of the things he
Swore
does.
me in, I guess you would say.
So he's our Rotarian Citizen of the Year this year, and he's certainly well deserved. And he'll be one of the very first units coming up. So I wanted to get all of his credentials out of the way.
Yeah,
because it takes a while to go through them all.
Yeah, with a list like that, I mean, wow. That's incredible. Well, Greg's a great guy too. I mean, and his heart's in the right place. I mean, and just everything. You have to be a special person to be able to do all the things that he does, and he still has time for his family, and that's the beauty, finding that balance.
Yeah. Somebody told me the other day they see him walking up to Metzger Park to jog, and he always has a bag with him. He picks up litter on the way.
Wow.
Every day.
That's awesome. That's somebody that really genuinely cares about their community. I always tried to teach my kids back in the day that, you know, if we're at home or somewhere that we really care about, it was the 10-foot rule. If you had trash or litter within 10 feet, pick it up, we'll throw it in the next trash can we find. So that's remarkable that he walks that walk every day and does that. As here he comes, as the parade's kicking off, folks. They're coming down Main Street.
Yep, they just made the turn.
Here comes Louisville Police Chief Andy Turowski.
Also city manager. And Andy Turowski is also like a liaison with the Louisville Second Friday Committee between the city and the committee. And he's very helpful. Very, very helpful. And his staff, you can't say enough about his staff.
No, they're awesome. I mean, I can't say how well this department does now these days.
I think we got
the Chesty Puller Young Marines right behind Andy.
They're named after the most decorated Marine ever.
Wow.
Chesty Puller was his name, and that's what they are named after. Chesty Puller. He was in World War II. He was in the Korean War, and I think even the Vietnam War. And he was the most decorated Marine ever. And there they are, Chesty Puller.
And the Louisville Rotary Club and Rotary Citizen of the Year. There's Randy Starr leading the way.
President. He's pushing the old wheelbarrow cart. There's Greg Anderson throwing out some candy, and that's his car, by the way. Isn't that a beauty? A nice little Porsche. And that's his wife driving, Jennifer. And then we have the Rotary Exchange students. We have Amak Yannick from Turkey, and Flave Volders is from Belgium. There they are. And boy, do we like our Rotarian exchange students. They are a lot of fun. And then, there they are. There's the exchange students. Mock and Flave.
And is that the ambassadors there?
There we go. There's the ambassadors. Chloe Miller and Natalie Norden.
Here comes Louisville Mayor Pat Fallett. Coming into your screen here.
Look at that Mustang.
Yeah, that's a throwback there, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, Pat's a throwback, too. She's been around a while. Been mayor for Louisville for many years.
Followed by the Louisville City Council.
Yeah, I got.
I see Micah Mills and her girls. Joni Aljancic. There's Ted and Lynn.
Ted and Lynn Rhodes, the Grand Marshals for this parade. And there's the council. They're a little bit behind. They got out of order. Oh, you got Corey Street, and Joni Aljancic, and
Yep, there's the ambassadors. We got them a little. They threw one in between us there, but
there they are.
I believe Maddie may be back with the
Yeah, I hear the
cheerleaders.
band. I hear the Louisville band.
The pride of Louisville.
There they come, and boy, are they good. They won another superior rating.
Grand
They're
champions.
Yeah, grand champions, and all superior ratings from top to bottom. What an honor.
I'll tell you what, Chris
Directed-
Bleininger has done a great job.
Yeah, Chris Breininger is the director, and his assistant is Abby Markowitz. Great job. Let's listen in to them. All right. Here we go.
Then we've got the Louisville marching band vehicles.
And then the cheerleaders.
Coach Tori Veneer leading the way. There's Ambassador Maddie Baroni marching with the team. She was on the front left, or I guess on the camera it'd be the front right. Followed by our youth cheerleading program. Just recently started this past year. I actually know one of the coaches coming into the screen right there, my daughter Hope Johnson. But that's really cool that they've done that.
Next up is Washington Rotary Club.
They've been doing that for a long time,
Oh, yeah.
folks.
There they are.
Next.
And they got squirt guns. What a great day for that, huh?
Followed by the Louisville Community Cupboard.
And everybody knows that the community cupboard's located down at the Lutheran church there across from the high school. And there's certain days of the week where they can, you can go down there and if you're in need, you can register to pick up food.
Followed by Altar Care of Louisville.
And there they are. Look at that.
Look at all the donations they've already gotten in there.
Yeah. Wow. Amazing. Yeah. Director Sally Samblin, she does a great job.
And they're escorted by the Louisville soccer team, the varsity soccer girls, or in volleyball, excuse me. I know soccer is following one of them, and girls volleyball as well. So forgive me, volleyball girls. They played well yesterday. They didn't get the victory, but they played very, very well yesterday. So it looks like we've got,
here.
can't tell who that is up front, but that must be the Altar Care there. And then you're also followed by the Corvette Club of Canton. That's up. And there's our former ambassadors. They're kind of halfway in between the camera there, but Carrie Horn and Trent Laughlin.
Get out of order. Get out of order.
So you have to forgive us, folks. They got a little bit out of order on us. But there's the Corvette Club of Canton.
Oh boy, look at those cars.
That's a sharp, pretty car.
Love that color.
And then coming up next is Wendy's.
There's Alan Harold. Alan Harold is a Louisville High School graduate and is currently the county auditor.
Then Kishman for state representative coming up next. Tell you what, it's funny when they kind of jumble things at the last minute. You have a list. We've actually, this is our, what, third list?
Yeah. And there's the Stark Parks.
Be-Leap.
Be-Leap. I tell you, I've always said that Stark Parks is the best dime we spend on our taxes in Stark County.
Oh, 100%.
They have so many fabulous grounds that you can enjoy throughout the county. Top to bottom, east to west, north to south. We got
that was many first-time flyer and novice miss applause.
And the Marlboro Volunteers, a historical and educational organization that represents all U.S. wars from the French Indian to the present. There they are. There's some old vehicles there.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I wonder who keeps them running. They look great.
That is so cool. I can't imagine. And you see these in parades and stuff, and it's not an easy task to keep old vehicles like this running and looking this nice. I like the fact that they've even got the old replica uniforms on some of these trucks.
Oh,
The old 50 cal there.
Look at this.
Wow, look at that big truck.
Call it the Forkinator.
Man, I don't know how you lose a war with a truck like that. Wow. The medevac truck. There's some sort of radio truck.
Yeah.
In fact, it's funny, my son actually considered going into transportation. He's currently stationed at Fort Hood. He does Patriot missile defense, but man, it's crazy to imagine driving some of these rides, and they're even bigger than this now. And it looks like Varian Orchards should be following up here. Either that, we're trying to bounce back and forth. I see the group of Corvettes coming up. This must be the Buckeye Corvette Club. Forgive us, folks. We're doing our best to try and get you here. Man, that's a pretty one, that burgundy one.
Yeah.
An old school vet. I'll tell you what, though, those pipes on the side of that one there, you got to be careful. You burn your leg getting out of the car. I'll tell you what, driving the Corvettes are fun. The biggest thing is getting in and out of those things.
Yeah, that's a challenge, for sure. You fall in and you try yourself out.
But you look good while doing it, right?
Once you're in there, yeah. Well, there's a bunch of them. Keep coming. must be the Stark County Junior Fair Queen. Guessing.
Also, if you're watching, feel free to message in. Let us know who you are, where you're watching from, and who you're watching for. Maybe you got a grandson or daughter in the parade. Son or daughter in the parade. We'd love to hear from you on our chat side. There we go. There's Varian Orchards.
Varian Orchards. There we go. And Varian Orchards, boy, that's quite a place. They're tucked away in southeast Stark County, and they have a 325-acre farm with apples and peaches and fields and forests and lakes. They do weddings.
Wow.
All kinds of things. And I think it's a great place. And then we have
Kyle Stone.
Kyle Stone is next. And he's a county prosecutor.
For those copyright people, we are not playing the music.
So, what we got coming next?
Well, it should be Louisville Gardens, our friends at the Louisville Gardens, but I can't quite make it out. Louisville Gardens, their grand reopening was just a few months. We helped promote that. They've really done a nice job up there.
Yeah, it's a premier skilled nursing facility and offers short-term rehabilitation and long-term care, hospice care, respiratory care.
But here comes Rick Campbell.
Yep, Rick, long time. Boy, Rick's been around a long time. Clerk of Courts, Stark County Clerk of Courts. He's running all over the place.
Hey, shake every hand, kiss every baby,
That's
right?
That's what you got to do.
And I believe this may be Louisville Gardens.
There's our Stark County chair.
Oh, no, yeah.
Our Stark County Junior Fair.
There we go.
Royalty. There you go. What a pretty girl.
I'll tell you what, I've seen them visiting other parades too. Wow, look at that beautiful car. Whoa.
That is a 1950 Cadillac Series 62.
Wow.
That's a beauty.
That is a beauty.
1950 Cadillac.
Nice. It would appear coming up next.
Hall of Fame Roofing, I
Hall of
believe,
Fame
is
Roofing.
coming up, and they're from Louisville. They actually put my roof on about 2 years ago. Did a great job.
Definitely great supporters of the community.
Sharp looking truck too.
Yeah. And you know, roofing's good. I like their logo. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
They do roofing, siding, and gutters. Give them a call.
There's a 1967 Chevy truck.
Wow, that's beautiful. Ohio State Buckeye, Brutus in the back. Gotta love that. Go Bucks. Bucks had a great win yesterday. Another older Chevy truck.
I think that's a 67. He was escorted. We got a little gap in the line there.
Looks like it might be Keep George Mayor Sheriff.
I'm not sure. It's like somebody's got a banner. I can't read it from here.
Yep. Got several sheriff cars right behind it, so I'm assuming that's it. And he's in They always have. I love those little sheriff dune buggies they have. The little ones they use run around the fair.
Yep, that's Keep George Mayer, County Sheriff. And I tell you, one of the really cool things that his department does is they have events throughout the year, coffee with the sheriff, and at different places, like they might pop up at a McDonald's or somewhere and just show up at like 8 o'clock in the morning, 9 o'clock in the morning, and they have coffee, and they're there to answer questions and talk to the citizens. And they go all over the county to doing that throughout the course of the year.
That's awesome.
Great program.
Should be Louisville Little Leopard cheerleading.
Cheers coming next.
They got to watch out for the little mini cops.
There they are, the Little Leopard cheerleaders.
Led by advisor Genevieve Denny. I'll tell you what, that's a lot of weight on that truck there.
No, they don't.
There's a lot of cheerleaders on that wagon.
Well, there's 4 teams worth of cheerleaders. Then we have, I think, the Alley Cafe and Bakery, which...
She's giving away treats across the street.
Right across the street.
Yeah, she's done a great job. And this... Well, we've got another one that's kind of out of order here. It's the Twirlers. I'm guessing that's the Carnation City Twirlers.
Maybe.
We're trying to do the best we can for you, folks. Keeping it as best in order as we can. Wow, that's decorated up. They must have had Betty Jo do that balloons.
Oh, there's the Alley.
The Alley Bakery. Yeah, Alley Cafe.
They gave us some free treats over here that
yeah. I'm excited. I can't wait for them to.
Yeah, I'm gonna when we're done, we're gonna get into those. I'll tell you.
Well, and she's supposed to officially open, I believe, in October. She said mid-October. So that'll be pretty awesome. We'll have another business down here to hang out and go get some snacks. Trust me, I love snacks, folks. The kids are having a field day here for the candy.
There's a beautiful tractor coming.
Oh, yeah, I love that. My dad would love this. He was a huge John Deere guy. Absolutely loved it.
Oh, that's
4-H.
Little Rascal 4-H Club.
Tell you what, Dr. Mike, if you're out there watching the parade, there's going to be a lot of kids needing some cavity.
Oh, no, don't tell them that. I'll have to stop eating candy. All right, there's Judge Reinbold, or Prosecutor Reinbold. Reinbold for prosecutor. I think we got Louisville Christian Church coming next.
Oh, that's cool. They got their own praise group on the truck. That's
how
kind of
about
cool.
that? That's a local non-denominational church.
That's really cool, actually.
Yeah, it is.
And
And this-
Louisville Speech and Debate.
Yes.
I'll tell you what, they sent an amazing amount of kids to nationals last year. We had our first national champ. Well, I don't know if it was our first, but first in a long time national champion.
Yes.
There she is.
There she is.
Alex Moore. Talk about awesome. I mean, you got to give it up for her.
Got a great program.
Oh, yeah. She really does.
She has-
Katie Russell,
She has so much energy.
she does a great job, and I can't say enough just how well she has done with this program.
And then there's also the drama club and the choir as part of the Louisville Arts program.
Well, a lot of those kids do all three.
Yeah.
I tell you what, here comes the Tonka truck. I see this thing running around town all the time. And
1979 K350 dump truck. Side dump truck.
that
Don't
is
see
kind of
many of
cool.
those.
No, you can't. You really don't.
Then there's Cub Scout Pack 44 coming up, I do believe, or at least should be.
Yep.
And yep, that's who it is. And they're over at Paradise Church. It's down the street. We're going to probably drive right by it here soon.
Trying to make out the sign there.
Well, we got the soccer club coming up next,
Louisville Soccer Club.
which is let's see, ages 3 to 14. And boy, is soccer ever becoming a phenomenon around here.
Well, and that's how it begins is, much like we know about football, building a youth program, it's got to start, obviously at the
3
bottom.
years old. Yeah, they do. They have a good program.
And, I know Dale Mitchell and Jared Como, the boys and girls head coaches, appreciate the Louisville Soccer Club. Here comes Kreitzer
Yeah,
for family judge.
running for family court judge. And he was here on Second Friday too, walking around and talking to people last week.
Well, and that's something you can truly appreciate is somebody that wants to come down and be amongst the people.
Okay, here comes a really cool group too. It's the Daughters of the American Revolution, and they trace the lineage-based membership service for women who are directly descended from a person involved in supporting the American Revolutionary War.
Wow,
So it's called the Daughters of American Revolution.
that's really cool.
Yeah, really, they've been around for a long, long time.
Then, of course, you got the West Main
West
Vet
Ma-
Clinic.
West Main Vet Clinic.
That
right.
might be the coolest float. Look at all the dogs
Yeah.
on there. I love it. Brenda Ramsey.
Brenda, is Brenda on there? I don't see her. She might be driving. Oh,
Oh, she's walking.
she's walking. Okay, there she is.
And is that the Dairy Royalty?
Please.
I believe this. Louisville Church.
Yeah, Louisville Vacation Bible School, I think it's called. The Jungle Journey is what they called it. The Vacation Bible School program. What a nice float. Yeah, they're having fun. Boy, they did a lot of work to get that thing built.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Skaters, rollerbladers. Coming up next is Cub Scout Pack 15.
There you go. Cub Scout pack.
Or 10-15.
No, it's 15. Got a typo. There they are. And then we got Scott Ausschlager. Representative Scott Ausschlager should be coming up next. I think we still got Cub Scouts up.
Yeah, look at the bikes behind him.
Oh, they're all on bikes. Wow. Bikes, scooters. Boy, that's a big Cub Scout pack.
Yeah. And all wearing their helmets. They know to be safe.
Here's Scott. Scott Ausschlager.
He's been around a long time.
Oh, yeah.
He's done a great job in the community.
Yeah, in fact, I think he was at Louisville Second Friday also.
Yes, he's been down a couple different times.
And here comes our favorite, Cindy Petiti.
Yeah,
In their organic garden center.
they
over
just
there
had
on
an
Columbus Road.
anniversary.
Yeah.
Wasn't it 100 years or something like that? I know it was a long time.
They
Yeah,
do-
100 years.
Yeah, they do a great job. You go out there and they teach you everything you want to know. You know, you don't have to go out there with knowledge. They'll give it to you.
Please teach me not how to kill the plant.
Then the Poppy Princess should be next. From, let's see, there's several of them. This is from the American Legion.
American Legion 548.
Yep, right down the street. And there's the Poppy Princess.
And then, of course, our friends from Texas Roadhouse, the Armadillo.
There's a 2000 Chevy Camaro. That's
They don't make them like that anymore, do they?
pretty car.
I always like the T-top cars.
Weisburn for sheriff should be showing up next.
Dave Denninger Masonry in the Camaro. And here comes Weisburn for sheriff. Somebody's got a bubble machine over there. That's kind of cool.
I hear a big engine. Ah, it's a Corvette.
Well, you've got that. Then there's some Harley Davidson following up.
What a fire truck.
That's cool. That's an old school fire truck. I wished I knew what year that was. That's an old one. East Canton Fire Department, too.
Okay, I think we got the memorial wall coming up. That was probably the motorcycle entrance that was escorting it.
Had a little delay. One of the flags fell from one of the motorcycles, and he had to stop and take care of it.
Here comes the wall.
I tell you what, had a humbling moment with these guys, as they always do a presentation of the flag, and they found out about my dad passing away from Agent Orange disease not too long back, and actually, I don't usually get overly emotional, but they presented me and my family a flag in my dad's memory, and talk about something really cool.
Well, this is a local nonprofit dedicated to the membership of fallen heroes of our country, educating others about the significance of their sacrifice for veterans and first responders.
And these guys genuinely care. We got a firefighter over there wearing his gear, carrying a flag.
They may be here next month at Second Friday. No, don't count.
This is one of the coolest things. If you're into memorial stuff, this is it right here. We had this a couple of years ago, the Eyes of Freedom.
Yes.
And wow, I'll tell you what. Talk about a humbling experience going through that. It was about
took your breath away.
Yeah, it really did. About a crew, a platoon from Salem, Ohio, wasn't it? I know they were all from Ohio. Falling in the line of duty.
He's letting a little girl hit his throttle.
I love it.
Motorcycle. That's
I
great.
love it.
Now she's going to want to drive a motorcycle next. Look out, Mom. All right, who we got next? The library, I think, right?
I think you're correct. Trying to look down the road here. Girl Scouts.
Oh, the Girl Scouts. No, the library.
There's the library. Yep, the library. That is. I'll tell you what. That's getting your workout there.
Yeah.
Followed by the Girl Scouts.
There's the Girl Scouts. I'll tell you, Brock gave me a tour of the new library the other day.
Oh, wow.
This past week, and it is. I'll tell you what. When that thing opens up, your chin's going to drop when you walk in there. It is amazing.
I'm so excited.
It's amazing now.
Yeah.
And it's all lumber right now and glass. But the views that you have from inside the library into the Metzger Park is phenomenal.
I'm so excited to be a part of that when it opens. I mean,
yeah, there's going to be free patios outdoors with patio furniture and umbrellas and all that stuff. Oh, it's going to be amazing.
And that was Emma Grace Crowder.
VFW. Oh, that's a Poppy Princess from the VFW.
Yep. We thought we missed her earlier. We were trying to figure out. It's been a little bit in and out.
I think it's still the VFW.
That's post 7490.
Louisville, Ohio.
Just right up the road.
VFW. They do a lot of good things.
They really do. They really do. I've been over to a few of their events, and they do a nice job. I was over there for Memorial Day, and wow. Very cool.
I think we have Course Electric coming up next. It's a locally owned company operated by experienced electricians that service Northeast Ohio. They're based in Canton. Course Electric. There's Childhood Cancer Awareness. In September is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month, recognized worldwide to honor children facing cancer.
Yeah, they just did an event over at the stadium. The different teams for Little Leopards and even the Big Leopards were wearing some yellow, trying to support it. And actually, that's DJ Patterson's folks. They run a concession stand that goes strictly back to childhood cancer. So this is the Louisville.
It's still cancer.
Yep. That's the St. Baldrick's team.
They're all here in support of childhood cancer. Boy, look at them. Beautiful mums, too. Look at the mum flowers they got on that plate.
Yeah, that's really cool. See some familiar faces on there. The Dagan Hearts, Nova Cells.
Next, I think you have Lynn Tadaro, who's running for clerk at Stark County Clerk of Courts.
And next up is the Coshocton Canal Princess.
She is, boy.
They got her a nice chair up there. Check that thing out. That's the way to go there.
Pretty girl.
Louisville Baptist Temple coming up right behind them.
Yeah, it's Louisville Baptist Temple is a multi-generational church that values worshiping together, gospel-centered living, and family-oriented. Right here in Louisville. Now here comes a group.
MDTA Stars Baton and Dance, home of the Jazz Dolls.
Yeah, Benet Jazz Dolls won the 2024 Grand National Corps Twirl Team and Dance World Champions. How about that?
That's pretty awesome.
Here they come. Oh, look
Had to
at
wait
this.
for-
They're throwing those batons way up in the air.
They had to
And
wait
then
for the
catch-
music to kick in.
And then catching them. Wow. Boy, they look like they, look at all that. Oh, they look good. No wonder they won a big award.
Yeah, they don't mess around. They throw that thing up sky high. Even the little ones. I'll tell you what, I've watched majorettes and stuff with Louisville, and they do these different baton tricks. I don't know how they do it.
Yeah.
Huh?
They work on it. Well, they see how young these girls are.
Oh, yeah.
They start them.
Teeny tiny.
By the time they're in high school, they're pretty good. And next should be St. Stephen Martyr Church, which is there across from the high school on Nickel Plate.
Some bicycle riders.
Yeah, and they say The church says, where love lives. They're on bikes. And then we should have Katie Urchek, who's running for Stark County Family Court Judge next.
Tell you what, that's riding your bike in the parade isn't the easiest thing. I remember as a kid riding mine with my grandparents. Used to be a part of the parade down in Waynesburg.
There's Katie. Katie Urchek Gilbert, Stark County Family Court Judge, coming into our picture.
Girl must have been tired. She got out. She was riding for a while. Got her second win.
Next we have the Louisville High School Homecoming Court. There's the freshman attendant.
That big yellow truck, I know that truck.
Yeah, then the sophomore attendants.
Friend of mine, his name's Jamie Rollmiller, has that truck.
Yeah. That's a mean sounding engine there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the junior attendants get a Corvette.
They get convertible Corvette. They're not messing
That's
around.
Nice. Again, these are all homecoming court for the homecoming. Coming up here, I think next week.
Yep.
And there's a senior.
Callie Lowe and Tim Clemens.
Yeah. A nice Camaro convertible. Next, we should have Keller Williams Legacy, the real estate agents. Oh, this is still the homecoming court.
Oh, those must be in the Seaber tennis. Yeah. Colton Loy and Sydney Stouffer. Sydney, part of Spotlight Media Network as well.
And here's the Keller Williams group, realtors. And then there's Majestic Trailer and Hitch. And they have some cool looking carts there. When they came in, I saw them. Wow, those are.
Heck yeah. That's like limo golf carts.
And then we have Natalie Hopp, who is running to be reelected for Stark County Common Police Judge.
Then you get she's followed by a brand new Hummer. Those things are very limited. If you had to wait in line to get one of those things.
Yeah. Well, check this truck coming.
1956 Ford truck. Owned by Brad, Rachel, and Caleb and Ethan.
And here comes Sacred Heart of Mary on a nice hay wagon.
St. Louis and Sacred Heart of Mary churches. They're getting ready to start a euchre night and a movie night.
Oh, and now we got some antique tractors.
Wow, that's really cool.
Old John Deere. Boy, that's a pint size.
That's a beautiful tractor. Both of them.
Commissioner Bill Smith. Looks like he's next up.
That's kind of a cool wagon he's got there.
Yeah, nice ride.
And that is the Canton Central Catholic Marching Band.
They must have inserted them. I don't have them on my list.
And then the Alliance Shrine Club Flag Unit.
Yes.
This is so cool.
And they're throwing money on it.
I imagine after a while it gets kind of heavy with all the change on it. That was the Alliance Shrine Flag Unit. Next up should be some, well, it says antique trucks, but that's no antique truck. That was Shelby Spurlow. Can't see the name. Sorry, guys.
This is the FFLA boxing club, which is right next door to us. Just down the street.
Yeah, they. I'll tell you what, and they have quite a few good, like nationally ranked boxers and MMA fighters.
Oh, look at them. They start them young too. Yeah. If nothing else, it's good exercise too.
Amen. You got to be in shape.
And next we should have our Stark County Commissioners coming up after this unit. Let's see who came. I think Bill Smith was already.
Kevin Hall.
Bill Smith was already came through. He was a county commissioner. Maybe they got out. Here's Great Clips. It's right down the street, Louisville City Center.
And then the Louisville Fire Department.
There they are. Louisville's finest. And that usually signals the end of the parade. Somewhere in there, I think our Louisville Service Director, Dan Millsap, is riding, but I think we might have missed him. And by the way, if you haven't noticed that Louisville has started construction on their brand new fire department. They'll be relocating down to where the
old KFC used to be.
There on South Chapel.
That's going to be really, really cool too. Andy was in with Arden and Lisa. If you haven't had a chance, go watch it. Arden and Lisa Lingenhole interviewed on their show last week Andy Tarowski talking about the new fire station and safety center over there. And man, what a great deal that and location they got. So I want to thank everybody for coming on with us today, as we had a great time. Thanks for coming in with us, Jim.
Oh,
we
welcome.
appreciate it.
It was a lot of fun.
we had a great time. So that's the end of the parade, folks. As you can see the final unit here.
There's Nimishilla Township.
There's Nimishillen Township Fire Department coming through. And as you can see down the road, the kids.
It's great that they work together with Nimishilla and Louisville Fire Departments. They always support each other if they have a call that they need help with.
Absolutely.
They both jump in there. Thanks for tuning in.
We want to thank everybody for coming on today. Join us here in a little bit as we scurry over to Louisville Leopard Stadium for the Little Leopards Week 4. I'm going to jump in and enjoy a quick snack and then head over to the stadium, and I'll be on live for Week 4 of Little Leopards. Thanks again for coming on, everybody. This is the
Cheers.
Spotlight Media Network.
Don't forget to stop at Alley Bakery.
Yep. Thanks again. Have a great day, everybody.